everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a curriculum haul. This is for my 9th grader. I already shared my 11th grader's curriculum pick, so if you're interested in that, you can check out this video here or in the other corner. But today I'm going to share with you 9th grade in our large family homeschool. Okay, so let's begin with Bible. He will be doing the same thing as my 11th grader. They're both going to do Foundations in Faith from Master Books. I actually plan to use this as kind of a group study. I'm going to read it with my 11th grader and my 9th grader and just discuss the questions orally. I'm not going to have them fill out the workbook. We're just going to do this together at the table. And then also at that same time, we're going to read through the Introduction to Logic. I also have the teacher's guide that I printed off of this. These are both from Master Books. And we will do the same thing with this. We will read whatever we need to read out of here, and then we'll do the corresponding questions orally out of the workbook. But I know that there are going to be a lot of hard words in this book, and neither of my high school boys are great readers. They don't enjoy it, and so it's a little bit difficult for them also, which is probably why they don't enjoy it. So we're going to do this together so that I can discuss this with them. My husband may join us for this portion. He really wants to read this logic book with us, so he might join us for that, just depending on how our schedule works out. For math, he will be using CTC Math online. We have used online math for all of last year, and then the end of the year before that. Before that, we had used Math Lessons for a Living Education, which I absolutely love, but I could not keep up with grading everyone's math books. And so I decided I needed to make a switch. We chose CTC Math Online because they, first of all, because I had a coupon for it, and the price was right, and I like how it keeps track of the grades for me. It gives me a weekly email that I can check and make sure I see where everyone's at, how many lessons they did, what grade they're sitting at. And then it also allows me to set a grade limit so that if they don't reach that grade on an assignment, they have to go back and redo it. So I really enjoy that about CTC. I don't know if we will continue it when our subscription is up coming in October, but that's what we're going to start with, and then we may continue with that, or we may choose to go a different route. I haven't quite decided yet. For language arts, my 9th grader is going to be doing language lessons for a living education level 7 with his sister, who is in 7th grade. They will do it together, and then I probably will be helping them with that as well. I printed off, I don't have the actual book because I buy those things from Master Books on PDF, and that way I can reuse them with all of my children. I can print as many as I need without it costing me a ton of buying like a new workbook every year. So it's been a big money saver for me. It does take a lot of time to print the worksheets, but it's not that big of a deal. So what I did this year is I printed off the first 18 weeks and I stapled them together week by week. So we've got 1 week's worth of work in this little packet here. And then along with this, they're going to use God's Story from Master Books as well. This is one day of each week they read out of here, and then they do some copy work and some drawing, I think. Anyway, it goes along with it. They'll use it as a resource through this entire course. So this is what he's doing for language arts. For his history this year, he's going to be using How Jesus Built His Church. My 11th grader is using this as well, and I chose this course because it has an audio book available to go with this textbook. So this is the textbook that they will read through using the audio book. And I also got them the workbook to go with this. And what I did was I bought the PDF version so that I can reuse it in the future. And I printed off the worksheets and I stapled them together 1 week at a time. And I've got 4 weeks in this binder or this folder for him, and he can just carry this instead of the giant workbook. So they'll be using that for history this year. Having a son, I did talk about this a bit in my 11th grade curriculum video. Having a son is a bit different for us than having a daughter. Our daughter knew that when she graduated, she would be getting married, not going to college, having a husband who was going to take care of her. So she wasn't worried about what kind of job she was going to get or what classes she needed to go to college or any of that. Having boys is a bit different because they will be the providers for their families. And so just trying to figure out what classes they need versus what I want them to take. Neither of them really enjoy school a lot, and so if it was up to them, they just wouldn't do anything and just learn different ways. But they do both learn better with audio and visual than they do with reading. So I've been rethinking our homeschool plans and goals. And in high school, I've decided that my kids need to have at least a year of American history, a year of world history, and a year of church history. And so both boys will be getting their church history year done this year. And then in the future, my other kids will move on and use this course as well. And then the last thing that he has is his science class. We attend a co-op, and the co-op has classes for preschool all the way up to 12th grade. Neither of my boys will be doing the co-op classes this year. They have a science and a writing class, and both of them I just decided against. The writing class because it's too much for my boys, and the science class because it was too expensive. It's probably going to be a great course, but I couldn't justify spending almost $300 plus the cost of lab equipment and materials for a science class when I have perfectly good science classes sitting on my shelves, and I have PDFs that my boys can use for their science. So he's going to actually do the science class that the middle school co-op is doing, but he's just going to do it here at home without doing it at co-op, which is totally fine. And that course is the General Science 1 Survey of Earth and Sky. This is from Master Books, and this is for 7th to 12th grade. So it definitely is the right age range for him, and he will just work his way through the worksheets. I'm not a big worksheet fan. I don't really like them. I don't like having to grade them, but my high schoolers need to figure out how to do worksheets, and I think that they need a bit more, especially this, my 9th grader, he needs a bit more accountability. So he needs some work to have to turn into me so that I can grade it and make sure he's staying on track. But with that workbook, he will use this one, The Wonders of Creation, the New Ocean book, and astronomy, and weather, and minerals. So these books are beautiful books, really nice pictures. They're not super wordy, but they don't come in audio, so these are things he's going to have to read on his own without an audiobook to help him. And I may have to help him a bit with that, but he should be able to figure it out. Once we get the hang of how the class works, the routine and the schedule, he will be able to figure that out pretty quickly. Along with these classes, he will be playing basketball again this year. He loves basketball, and that includes practice 3 mornings a week from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. So I actually really like that they have practices early in the morning because I am a morning person, and I think it's really good discipline for my boys to have to get up early in the morning to go to basketball practice. So he will be practicing basketball 3 days a week, and then once games begin, games are crazy, and a lot of them. So he enjoys that. We actually enjoy it as a family, getting to go watch. We get to see our friends, and it's just a fun time. So that is an extracurricular activity that he will be doing, is basketball. And I think that that's it for my 9th grader. So pretty simple curriculum this year. I'm trying not to overload him. I love to learn all the things and do all the things. I want to read all the books. I have too many good ones that I just want to read, and I want to do them all. And I'm trying to remember it's okay to just do the 4 basic subjects and Bible. That's totally fine to just do those things. So that's what he will be doing this year. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the description box. I also will have an affiliate link for all of these curriculum. I will also have an affiliate link for the Masterbooks curriculum down in the description box. So if you're interested in Masterbooks, make sure you go check them out. They are a great company. I love their books, very high quality, great pricing. And I really like the option of PDF, especially for a large family. That has been a huge blessing. It saved us a ton of money over the years. And then I'll also leave an Amazon link probably for this How Jesus Built His Church history book. All right, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all on the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.